There she is. That's Molly Goldberg, folks. A woman with a place in every heart and a finger in every pie. And now the makers of New Does. That new kind of soap for everything right down your wash line. Bring you another visit with those good folks, the Goldbergs. I'm glad you dropped in, because I'm about to give you a real wash day demonstration.
What? Say, what do you know about washing clothes?
Why, plenty. You see, I'm an expert on Does, that amazing new kind of granulated soap.
What's so amazing about it?
Does all three kinds of wash. Dirty work shirts, streaky towels, to colored rayon slips.
You mean this new does everything?
Absolutely. And just think what good news that is now during spring house cleaning.
Why's that?
Well, it means you can use this one soap for your dirtiest blankets and wash rugs, and for your prettiest washable slip covers and rayon curtains. Here, look, I'll show you what Does can do. Now, see this piece of rayon curtain? See how soiled and dull it is?
Yes.
All right, now here's a piece of that same rayon curtain washed in New Does.
My, look how bright it is.
Nice and soft, too.
Well, of course. You see, Does is lots safer for those nicer colored washables than any other leading granulated wash day soap. Now, next, look at this bath mat. See how dirty it is?
Oh, it certainly is grimy.
Now, here's a piece of that very same bath mat washed in Does. See how clean it is?
Wonderful. But doesn't it take lots of scrubbing?
No, ma'am. No soap made gets dirt out easier than New Does. But look, now here's the crowning test of what wonders Does does. Here, look at this piece of white bedspread. See how streaky and gray it is?
It's almost black.
All right, now here's a piece of that same bedspread washed in Does. Now look at that snowy whiteness.
Oh, it's just dazzling white.
Yes, Does will give you the genuine whiteness you want. You've never seen whiter washes than Does does.
Say, it looks like this Does really does everything.
You bet. Once you try it, you'll see Does is not just a new improvement of an old soap, but a really new kind of granulated soap. Just look for DUZ, Does, today in that big red and white box. And let Does do everything in your wash. And now, the Goldbergs. The Goldbergs are back home in Lassenberry, and Rosie is home with them. This means that the problem of Walter and Rosie has to be faced. And yesterday, Molly heard Rosie say words which mean that the problem can't be met halfway. For Rosie says she loves Walter, and Walter loves her. This would be nothing except for the fact that Walter is engaged to someone else. Molly is trying to be as calm as she can. Listen.
Oh, it's for you, dear. I'll answer it. Hello?
Hello, Molly?
Yes, Jake?
Well?
Well, what?
What am I calling for?
Well, just a minute, Jake, dear. No, dear, it's Papa. Oh.
Did you speak to Rosie?
We're having coffee and we're talking,
What did she say? Why did she come home all of a sudden?
We're having coffee and we're talking.
I'll call you back. Molly, remember, you were a mother. For that I would know already what to say to her daughter.
All right, dear.
Dear?
Yes.
Yes.
Bye.
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 Is Papa coming home for lunch, Mom?
No, Rosalie, darling. Papa don't come home lately for lunch. Did you brought me the pen and ink, Rosalie, dear?
No, I'll get it, Mom.
If we're going to the village, you can scribble off a few lines to Tante Elke for me. She'll be so anxious.
Where's the ink, Mom?
The ink must be standing over there someplace, dear. I think I'll peel a few potatoes and let them stand, and I'll have all my knickknacks ready for supper, so I can stop off and take my Red Cross class. Where's my little knife?
I'll get it, Mom.
Huh? My little knife, the one without the handle. What did I do? Oh, it's all right. I have it, dear. I have it. My apron is standing, darling. I can't do anything without an apron. Got the ink, sweetheart?
Here, Mom.
So,
what time is it, Ma?
it's early. It's not on to noon yet. Why, Rosalie?
Nothing. I guess everybody in town knows I'm back.
What do you mean by everybody, Rosalie? Walter?
Don't you like him, Mama, darling?
I don't know him.
But I do, Ma.
You think so?
I know I do.
You don't think that... don't get mad, Rosalie. I'm only saying. You don't think it's your feelings and yourself that you know, not Walter?
Mama, darling,
Please. I'm only saying, Rosalie, because these things happen. Not to you only, but to all young people. After all, how do I know that you're becoming a young lady and not a child any longer? Because you think you're in love?
I am in love, Mama, darling.
But what are you in love with, Rosalie? With Walter, or are you in love with love? To be in love with love is the only way a person learns what love means. A person feels, how shall I say it? They feel their life is empty, that something is missing, that someone is missing. And the heart has an instinct, just the way, how shall I say it, just the way a flower turns to the light, the heart turns to love. And in the beginning, it's just love the heart wants. Not the love of a particular person.
But, Mama, darling, I feel
You
that...
You feel that it must be Walter. But, Rosalie, do you know Walter? Do you know what he is? Love at first sight, Rosalie, is love in the imagination. And only time and knowing a person can tell you if it's you who's putting the love in the person or it's the person giving freely of the love that's in
But
there.
I know, Mama, darling, I can tell that...
Let Mama talk, Rosalie, darling. Let Mama talk. And aside from everything, there's a very important thing, Rosalie,
Walter's
darling.
engaged.
Yes, Walter,
Well,
get that also,
But
Mama.
that's not important, Mom.
Why not?
Because it's something he didn't want. It's something his mother...
It's important for another reason,
There is
darling.
no other reason, Ma. There can be no other reason. Oh, the telephone, Ma.
Rosalie, please, I'll take it. Hello?
Hello?
Who is it, Ma?
Well?
I'm peeling potatoes, Jake, and Rosalie's sitting right here beside me.
Then what did she...
Nothing, dear, just peeling potatoes.
Put your foot down on any nonsense, you hear?
Yes, dear.
Dear.
Bye.
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 Anything wrong, Ma?
Wrong? No, darling, but what should be wrong? No, dear. Papa, he called me, got a little excited. He put on a shirt, and this morning it was minus a button, so he told me I shouldn't forget to sew buttons on him. Right, sweetheart, yes? You ready? Make the salutation. Dear Tante Elke, the Tante Elke, better put the Tante Elke family. Right, dear, don't scribble, right.
I am.
Should I make mashed potatoes or boiled potatoes?
Make potato pancakes, Ma.
Potato pancakes? Maybe, huh? When I come home, I'll make potato pancakes, all right. You ready, dear Tante Elke? You wrote it?
Uh-huh.
Make a paragraph. Rosalie arrived well and safe. And thank you very much for being so nice. You and your family were very hospitable to her.
Hospitable, Ma.
Hospitable? No, that'd be like you said it, no. Hospitable. And Rosalie feels better.
You can tell Tante Elke everything, Ma. She knows why I went to Florida in the first place,
So what should I tell her, Rosalie?
you can tell her why I came home.
No? You have a pen in your hand, Rosalie, right?
Mama, darling, you've always been so wonderful. Don't close yourself away from me now. Understand me, Ma. I feel that you want me to consider everybody's feelings but my own. I know what I feel, Ma. I know what it means to me. What do you want me to do, Ma? I can't help it. I can't help it, Ma.
Sure. Does Mama tell you only a few little things, huh? You're young, no, Rosalie? So look at me. Do I want you to be happy? Not for a moment would I do anything to take from you one single moment of happiness. But happiness is not something for a moment, Rosalie, darling. To run after happiness the way a donkey runs after a carrot is to run nowhere and get nothing, Mankin. Happiness is not a thing, like an orange or a carrot or an apple. I know how many false happinesses there are in the world, how many false dreams of happiness people can chase. Happiness is not a thing or a place or a person or an hour. Happiness, Rosalie, darling, is a condition. It's a condition where everything good that's possible in people has a chance to grow. And the growing is the happiness. And growing takes time and understanding and patience and most of all, Rosalie, hope.
Somebody's coming, Mom.
Someone's coming? Who's coming?
It's Walter, Mama, darling.
Walter?
It's Walter.
Walter? Rosalie, please.
I can't have him see me this way. I'll go up. Come up a minute with me, Ma. Help me put my dress on. Ma, please.
I'm coming.
Come on,
Rosalie, I don't like you, but
Hello?
Hello? Would you mind stepping inside, Walter? We'll be right down.
How are you, Rosie?
Fine.
The telephone.
Will you answer it, Walter, please?
Hello?
Hello? Who's this?
This is Walter Jerome.
I'm very glad of the opportunity to talk to you, Mr. Jerome.
Mr. Goldberg.
There's nothing for you to say to me, and there's only one thing for me to say to you. Keep away from my daughter as far away as possible.
Who came in? Who came in? Walter? 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 Walter!
Perhaps this is the surgery that will accomplish what reason couldn't. For no matter how much Rosie loves Walter, the plain fact is that he is engaged to someone else. Unless Jake is forcing Walter to take a more drastic step that in the long run will cause a new turn to their new love affair. You know, I wish I could hang a sign up in your kitchen, and on it I'd put, "Beware of soaps that only do a halfway job for dishes." Yes, I'd say, beware of tough granulated soaps because they're short on safety for your hands, and bar soaps because they don't have real speed. That's right, such halfway soaps don't belong in your dishpan now that new Does is here. Yes, that new kind of granulated soap for everything in your wash really goes all the way for dishes, too. Does has everything from whirlwind speed to greater kindness to your hands. In fact, your hands get far gentler care from Does than any other leading granulated wash day soap. Notice how soft and smooth they feel after doing dishes with Does. Yet no soap made can beat Does for speedy dishwashing. It cuts tough grease without hard scouring. Why, you can tell the difference in Does right in the suds. Try it today. Does has everything for dishes. Be sure to listen to the next episode of The Goldbergs. This is Clayton Collier saying goodbye for Procter & Gamble, the makers of Does, the new kind of granulated soap for all three kinds of wash.